for that. Time I was dining out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gray will get this to his tight end, Troutman. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Gray. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
David Onyemata.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run with Logan. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
6. First down, Steelers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Logan. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bauer. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
At the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
At the 13-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Second down. It's Logan. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's
On third down, Logan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, Bauer. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Ebron. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Saints nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Gray operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Gray on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Gray throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the carry.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Gray now to throw on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
They've got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Saints nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. they're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Back to throw is Gray. Looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Logan. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, it's Logan. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
22-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run again with Logan. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, this throw caught left side. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down. Bauer looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw. Bauer. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with McFarland, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Score, Steelers 31, Saints nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Gray. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, here's Kamara. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers, they'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Steelers 31, Saints nothing.
To throw on second down. Bauer got his man complete over the middle. That's Santos. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
At the Saints' 6-yard line.
Set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on third down, Bauer. He's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 39.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Gray throwing again. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37.
Off the play fake. Gray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Gray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Gray. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
23-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Gray. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Steelers 37, Saints 7.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.